When is an Ibulu DE500 not a DE500? When it's still a DE500, but quietly got a lot better. Let me show you. When the original came out, I reviewed it here, and I generally liked its image quality, excellent, size, spot on, packaging, really solid, easy to use, and crucially, outstanding value for money. So far, so good. But there was just one thing that kept getting in the way. In dermoscopy, you often want to flick quickly between polarised and non-polarised light because they look at different depths within the skin. And when you switch between them, structures can literally blink on and off. That's not a gimmick. That's how this is meant to work. But with the old setup, every single time, you had to go through ultraviolet light first. Not a disaster, but just annoying enough to slow you down. And in clinic, small frictions matter. Now here's the interesting bit. Ibulu actually fixed it. Kudos. No big launch, no new name, no Pro Max Ultra Edition. They just quietly made it better. And if you now buy a DE500, including via the link below, you get this updated version. And this is how it should have been from the start. The main button, now white, switches on to polarised and then simply toggles between polarised and non-polarised. Clean, efficient, fast. Exactly what you need. The second button, ultraviolet light only. Done. Small change. Massive usability win. But that's not all. Not only did they improve the button sequencing, they also made it that slightly bit larger. That means it has a larger battery, which means it lasts 50% longer in everyday use. Amazing. Now, slight problem. They didn't tell everyone. So how do you know which version you got? The newer version shipped from around November 2025, and there are two quick tells. First of all, a serrated edge on the faceplate, and also a white on-off button. If you see those, you've got the better one. Everything else, pretty much the same. The case is still solid and survives the chaos of a GP bag. Auto off has been increased from 3 to 5 minutes. And importantly, you can use it while plugging in via a USB-C cable when the battery dies, which is more useful than you think. The optics, the same. The LED lights, the same. The clip, still quick and simple, and that matters because in real life you don't have time to faff around mid-consultation, and you can rotate the scope so the buttons actually sit where your fingers want them to be, which is one of those small details that makes a big difference over a full clinic. So nothing dramatic has changed, but the experience notably better. So who is this scope actually for? This is a very sensible dermoscope. GPs, nurse practitioners, PAs, trainees, even patients wanting to monitor their own moles. It's not pretending to be a £1,000 premium device, and frankly, if you're starting out in primary care dermoscopy, you don't need one. But at this price point, image quality and usability, it still punches well above its weight. Now, a quick word on ultraviolet light. This isn't just a gimmick setting, it's genuinely useful in the right context. I love it for highlighting comedo-like openings in seborrheic keratoses, and picking up the swollen bodies of those scabies mites in the skin. Use it properly and it adds value. Use it blindly and it's just extra noise. Here's the bottom line. With this small but important update, this is for me still the best value hybrid dermoscope out there. Clinicians starting out or wanting an upgrade to a solid, no-nonsense device. If you already own the older DE500, don't upgrade, it's not worth it. But if you're looking to step up, I'd be looking at the DE300 Pro. There's a full review for that dermoscope here. And if you've already got a DE500, old or new, I'm genuinely interested. Do you agree with this review or am I being too generous? Let me know in the comments.